Hi YouTube, it's IrishFreak31 here, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable episode 5. This is going to be the final episode of this amazing Half-Life 2 mod. I truly suggest you check it out, although it does require you to have Half-Life 2 to work and the Source Engine SDK, but the Source Engine is free. But Half-Life 2 is actually currently on a Steam sale. Actually, no, by the time this is up, it won't be, but it will be on the first episode. So, anyway. So, right now it's like £1.50, I think it's at a discount, when it's usually like £6, but trust me, the base game is absolutely amazing, and there's also very good mods for it, as you can see here. Anyway, time to get along. Anyway, this is going to be the same as episode 3, but instead of me enabling the disabling it, I'm going to enable it and see what happens. So there will be an annotation on the screen right now to, if you've already seen episode 3, then this will be exactly the same thing apart from the final thing. So I'll put an annotation on the screen now to let you skip and to go to the part you haven't seen yet. So anyway, start new game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
So, let's go. Let's walk out into the hallway. Let me go.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Ooh, let's go spin in circles.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On his left. Boo! Yay! I really don't know why I'm doing this, I just it's really fun and stuff. Let's do the moonwalk down this corridor. Wait, what? That wasn't there. I looked away, I looked back, it was there. What the hell? That's just creepy.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk out to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
Ooh, door sound. I love door sounds.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. It was at this point that he began to... Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
we'll just skip that
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah, I know that passcode is so good. I'm so good at this. Let's go down. Let's go down this weird
As he drew
hallway.
deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find...
I'm a bit behind, but yeah.
rows
CCTV!
and rows of monitors. Screens with a number above it. Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but
Oh,
the
look, it's
number
me!
of
It's me,
employees who worked in the
427!
building,
Woo!
his co-workers. Even his own number, 427, had a place on the wall.
Wow.
But why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance, or something even more?
It's the NSA, I know
As
it.
if in answer to his
Conspiracy.
question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation. An enormous control panel, Stanley discovered.
It's not
but
enormous.
not one that controlled simple machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking, eating, doing work, or watching TV.
Dun dun
Every
dun.
input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being.
Nope, I refuse
And the
to believe
reality
you.
began to
No,
sink in.
no, not listening.
Stanley, like so many other people,
No,
reduced
no,
to
no,
images
no.
on a monitor,
No.
had been under someone's control.
Not listening to you.
Always at the mercy of this machine. Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger, something happened. A spark. Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine, keeping it alive. And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room
What?
and began to climb towards the rafters.
Scares me like that. This is epic.
The higher Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom, the further from enslavement.
Yeah. Let's go up. Here we go. And in case I screw up and press the same one as last time, I'm going to save it. Okay. Gonna engage generator.
Oh,
'cause why not?
Stanley.
What?
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After it kept you enslaved all these
No.
years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control?
No.
Stanley. Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
No.
You were meant to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you have. For example, and I believe you'll find this
press all
pertinent,
this.
Stanley suddenly realized that he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
No.
In the
Press
event
all
that this
these
machine is
things.
activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Oh, let's make it say, 2 minutes. Now, this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Why?
Go ahead. Play with those controls all you like. The real controls are where I'm sitting. Did you really ever believe you held any power? Did you not think I knew what I was doing?
No.
When I erased your co-workers and turned off the machine, I was offering you freedom, an escape. I didn't have to do that. I've run this story
pressing
many
all
times, and I
buttons.
don't always set you free. Sometimes you just sit there, day after day after day, doing your job forever, and then dying alone. But when I actually give you the freedom to control your own actions, it's not enough. let you go, and you trapped yourself just the same. You just weren't made to handle this sort of responsibility, I'm afraid. But you know what you were made for? Pushing buttons.
Not listening to you.
You get it now? Oh, I'm enjoying this. Tell you what, I'll throw some extra time on the clock just because I'm having
Maybe
so
if I press all
much
these buttons,
fun.
it'll help.
There we go. You see, I want to watch you for every long second you try to puzzle this out.
Press all the
After
buttons.
all, it should make sense, right? The timer, the nuclear detonation, the mysterious facility, it's all here. This is a video game. Except for one thing there, hero. You've got no weapon, no vehicle. You don't even know where you're going.
Yes, I do. I'm pushing
When
buttons.
you saw that timer, you just instinctively started trying to find an exit, didn't you? In fact, I bet you're still looking for a way out. I bet you're clicking on everything in this room, trying to open doors or vents or something and solve the puzzle. As though this game has a solution, as though it can be won.
No,
That
not
timer
listening
is not
to
a
you.
catalyst to keep things moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Why?
This is not a
Tap
challenge.
everything.
It's a tragedy.
Where's
It's the
my
moment
challenge?
when the
Shut
hero
up.
realizes that despite his best efforts, he is powerless to his
Screw you
environment.
can't use
And
Half-Life
then
2 thing.
he lets go. He surrenders. And he dies.
I will never surrender. Let me go in this beam thing.
30
I
seconds,
can't jump.
Stanley. 30 seconds. Until a boom. And then nothing. No ending to this story, just you dying. I suppose you could have gotten an actual ending if you played along, but that just wouldn't have been your style, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Instead, you'll perish knowing that the only choice you made here was to turn on that machine and to start this timer. But you won't be alone, because I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here to watch every second of your inevitable life from the time we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Anyway, guys, that was the final ending of the Stanley Parable. Thanks for watching this series. I enjoyed a lot recording it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and anyway, if there was actually an ending, like another thing I missed, then leave it in the comments and I might do it. Although I won't be able to do it until like September, because I'm not recording any new videos until September because I'm away on holiday. So I will record the new videos in September. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.